have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hold and finds his man on the left.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass, it's Denson. The quick out. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the tailback.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Using his legs, it's Weeks. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to the running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's late. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Now improvising. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Denson. With the catch, it's Allen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are, what's your next best play, or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ECU!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying play action. He fires a bullet to the right. Off and running. Attack. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This coach coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive.
It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the second quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Gives it on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his target down the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it's...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They're working that left side. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Denson. Makes the catch, it's Allen. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Allen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the ground, it's Allen. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Allen.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Pirates line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Denson. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying because you only got...
Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive lines and create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Brings up
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Snap in the shotgun. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. To throw, it's Denson. Makes the grab on the left. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, East Carolina. Great job by the back on the option.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fresno State takes over in the offense. We'll go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Weeks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Fresno State will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to pass, it's Denson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the Pirates just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Fresno State right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods.
38, Fresno State, 19.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It sweeps. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. They get to the line quickly.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. That formation will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. The snap sets up the throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
38, Fresno State.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. Crosses the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Pirates, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll do it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Denson. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Under fire. Got his man downfield. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Quarterback making checks. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Touch pass on the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Up in their own end, it's third and long. This is a designed run. Runs through the tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Pirates will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Bulldogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. to the air on first down. Touchdown, Fresno State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been